It's legendary beats.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, hey, my name is Jade. Thanks for watching. Anyways, Tonto Dikeh and her husband not allow us rest again. No. Anyways, more about Tonto this time because the man is just busy minding his business and not even caring whether someone like Tonto Dikeh exists. And all of a sudden, because of jealousy, Tonto Dikeh decided to drag the man once again like he has always done. I'm going to tell you guys what I think happened later on in this video. I'm going to tell you guys what I think happened that triggered Tonto Dikeh's all of a sudden lashing out at this man. Anyways, according to Tonto Dikeh, 60% of the men that you people marry in Nigeria sleep with men. 60% gone. That's a lot too. And let's keep in mind, this is just some statistics that Tonto Dikeh hasn't backed up with any kind of scientific proof. This is just something that she's throwing out in thin air. It all started after Tonto Dikeh took to her social media speaking about women who end up marrying by men without prior knowledge. In the process, she basically revealed a shocking allegation about her ex-husband Churchill, who also happens to be the father of her child. This is what she wrote. She goes, "You wake up one day and you discover you're married to a bi man. What would you do?" I walked away. She continued, "For those of you saying God forbid, well, I hope you know that 60% of the men we marry sleep with men. Or you're still casting and binding for change." Laughing emoji. I find it quite interesting but not necessarily surprised that Tonto Dikeh will make such an outlandish claim. And I say this because this seems like a conversation that she would have had with her BFF, Bobrisky. And I say this because in a recent social media post, Bobrisky says he knows many happy people. And by happy people, you guys know what I mean. Wink, wink. He says they would rather remain quiet about it, adding that Nigerians are pretty much hypocrites. His sticker basically read, "But wait, if the Nigerian government approve happy people marriage today, I swear many homes go break. Many of these guys are bi. Forget all these proposal things." And along with the sticker was a caption, and it basically read, and I quote, "Nigerians are hypocrites. We know them, but because we are so mature, we won't cast anybody. Just do your own thing and don't castigate no one. Live your life and stay out of trouble, period." End of quote. What Bobrisky is essentially saying is that there are so many people who are basically married but not very happy because they are not necessarily living their truth and they are living in denial, and because the government and the society and everything. So he's just basically saying that if happiness, and by happiness you guys know what I mean, if happiness was legalized in Nigeria, that so many marriages would not even be, because then people will have the opportunity and the yardstick and the legal right to actually live the life that they want to live, as opposed to hiding and basically living a lie. That's Bobrisky's opinion. That's what he seemed to think. And I really want to know from you guys. You guys think that maybe that is the case? Do you think that if people didn't have the societal pressure, people didn't have the law, do you think that all of these so-called happy people would have openly practiced their love and their relationship out in public if they did not have the legal hurdles and everything else, the fear of 14 years in jail and all of that malarkey? Let me know what you guys think anyways about that. Anyways, Churchill responded and basically said that Tonto Dikeh has turned their 6 months marriage to 20 years of broken marriage experience. He wrote on Instagram that although the actress may want to pull him down, her constant Instagram rant makes her seem like a broken record. Addressing his ex-wife's latest accusations and innuendos, he wrote, "Churchill is the new Nollywood. The script attached to his 6 months of staying together as partners turned 20 years of bad marriage, sweet-coated with humongous lies." Director, scriptwriter, he followed that up with another post writing, "After 4 years of ranting and raving, the bring down syndrome automatically becomes a broken record." And he wasn't alone in this. A lot of people told her to give it a rest. A lot of people said that she was just, bitter, she was just angry, and she's refused to move on. And I share that sentiment. I kind of feel that way. And if you guys remember, for a very long time, I was very much on Tonto Dikeh's side. I was one of those who felt like she was badly hurt by this man. I took her side because I felt like this man has an appearance of someone that is very gentle. And for the most part, if there is anything, any advice that any adult, any grown person had given you in your life, if you look back, that advice will be to be very, very careful of people who appear very gentle, very quiet, because a lot of times, especially if you're the gra type, if you're the type that makes a lot of noise and is loud, you are the one that people are going to blame for whatever happens, even though you probably haven't done anything to deserve, the blame and everything. But people will just automatically blame you if you're the very outspoken type and everything. So when you look at this man, he seemed like a very gentle person. So I felt like, because Tonto Dikeh has always been misunderstood, a lot of people see her and they think that she's this wild cat, which people who are closest to her will tell you that she's really not like that. She's actually a kind-hearted person, very generous and very giving, so people misunderstand her a lot. So I wanted to give her a pass for that. I wanted to give her a pass because I felt like this man is manipulating. He is manipulating the audience, he's manipulating the public in making them think that he is the victim, Tonto Dikeh was the aggressor and the abuser and all of that bullshit. But now it's been a while. It's time for sis to move on. You can't keep dwelling on the same thing. And her response after people started calling her out was very, very telling for me. She went on to say that she noticed that social media was getting boring and she decided to spice things up a bit. To me, that was really, that's not a good enough reason. Just let this man be. Let this man live his life. He seemed to be moving on. I just feel like Tonto Dikeh really thought that she had enough power, she had enough clout to take him down. With all of the things that she said about him, for example, calling him a 42nd man and then accusing him of all kinds of things. She accused him of infecting her with all kinds of STDs during the course of their relationship, which, by the way, he is actually suing her for, I believe, is 500 million naira, for defamation of character, among other things. So she eventually realized that none of those things are going to stick. None of those allegations that she leveled against him were enough to hold any kind of water. None of those things were enough for him to lose friends, lose acquaintances, lose business partners or whatever. And she's in her feelings. Let's call it what it is. None of her many accusations were ever enough to take him down or turn him into this social pariah that everyone now pretty much run away from. She didn't like that, really. I just think that she needs to just move on with her life. The man looks like he has already moved on. I think Tonto Dikeh should just find some joy. This is 2020. Sometimes we have to grow up, so just find what gives you happiness. Find what makes you happy and just live your best life, sis. Live your best life. Leave this man alone. Let him focus on his thing and you focus on your thing. Just keep doing you. And usually when relationship break up, for a woman to just walk away from her relationship, it's not because she didn't want to, it's just because she got tired of trying and being taken advantage of and being taken for granted, and she was just over it. Women, for the most part, tend to dedicate more into relationship than men do. That's just a fact. You can come here and argue what you want, but women tend to put more into relationships than men do. That's just how it is, so even though, yes, there are cases where the man might love you more than you love him, but when it comes down to really putting your heart and your soul in a relationship, women do that more. Men are a lot more laid back in a relationship. They expect that whenever they call you or whenever they want to take you out or whenever they want to do something nice, that you would just appreciate it. But women, we really go out, we go all out to make sure that our relationship is solid, so this is why when a relationship doesn't work out, I tend to blame the men. And then maybe later on, when the man has now proven himself, and then I'll come like, okay, she was wrong and he was right and all of that malarkey. But for the most part, I always tend to blame the man first, because that's just who men are, but really at this point, it's getting annoying, it's getting just tiring. You know, Tonto just really needs to move on with her life. Tonto just needs to find joy in other things, you know, and stop antagonizing this man. Stop, you know, trying to drag him for filth. All of the things that you have said, all of the accusations, none of them have stuck all this time. It's time for you to just move on, you know, and find joy and find happiness. And yeah, like I said, the reason why I took Tonto Dikeh's side from the beginning is mostly because she did a lot to kind of hype this man. You know, she even lied, which is something that I don't understand. You know, she lied about how this man is the only man who has actually taken care of her, that every other relationship that she has had in the past, that she was the one spending for them. So she did everything to kind of cover up the relationship, to make it seem like she has landed gold, you know. And when you look back at all of those things, it's hard for anyone to take you seriously or take your word for it, because you're a proven liar by your own admission. You came out and you said that all of the things that you said this man did for you were all lies, that he did none of those things for you. And now you want us to believe that this man likes men? Come on. It's kind of hard for anyone to take you seriously. There's nothing you haven't said to try to bring this man down. At this point, people are looking at you, giving you the side eye. Seriously, I just really think it's time for you to pack it up, move on with your life, you know, stay happy, hang out with Bobrisky, be happy, be whatever you want to be, but just leave Churchill or Lakunle alone. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, this is what I'm going to end this, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.
See, I want you to know that I'm from a beautiful country where we call Niger. Everything we want we got.